But Taylor got the last laugh. Karma came from them. Karma came for them just like Miss Swift said it would.
Slowly kisses passing by the river.
Hey y'all, my name is Bianca and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about the Kim, Kanye, Taylor Swift situation that has resurfaced. I know that there are bigger things to talk about right now, that there's a lot more going on in the world, that people are dying. I'm aware, but I don't think me making a YouTube video talking about how bored I am in self-isolation is going to help. So stay home. I'll link some places to donate in the description box, and let's get started with this video. It is going to be a get ready with me. Normally on my channel I do like fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and if you want to see any of that content, I am still posting it on my Instagram, so you can go check that out. But for this video I will be talking about Taylor Swift while I do my makeup, because my queen Taylor Swift deserved better. She deserved better. I've known since, oh my god, whenever this whole drama started 4 years ago or whatever it was, I've known that Taylor Swift was in the right, that she was telling the truth, but people didn't want to believe that. People didn't want to believe that Taylor Swift could have just been telling the truth. And instead, we got an entire narrative that was spun about Taylor, about how she spends her life playing the victim and how she made a career off of playing the victim, when in fact, what people are talking about is when she was a victim of Kanye West's ego. What happened at the VMAs was Kanye West being an egomaniac, like always. And he went up and took the mic from her, and if you had watched her Miss Americana documentary recently, which you should, if you had watched it recently, you would know that she said that she was completely devastated because Kanye West is actually an idol of hers and she really likes his music, and she was so upset and she thought that the crowd was booing at her and not booing at Kanye, and she was like 19 at the time, and that's very sad and very traumatic, okay? So that's the first thing. Kim and Kanye both have been bullying Taylor Swift since she was 19 years old, since the VMAs, and I just believe that. I believe that they're nice to her face and then they bully her in real life, and she does not deserve that. She is a sweetheart. I watched the video of their conversation, and in the video, it literally, Taylor Swift is so nice. Kanye West is sitting there talking about himself, talking about why he's broke. He's just going on and on and on. He is such an egomaniac. Either he's an egomaniac or he has no one to talk to at home. No one talks to him. I don't know, one or the other. Probably that he's an egomaniac, and he's just going on and on and on. Taylor Swift doesn't know she's being recorded, and she is still so nice and so sweet, and just, it's a tragedy. It's a travesty that the entire world was pretending that Taylor Swift was the snake when really it was Kimye. It was Kimye from the beginning. Okay, so the first part of this that I want to talk about is that video. I did watch the video. I watched the full unedited video, and what it proves is that Kim edited her little Snapchat video. I don't care if she says she didn't edit it. Posting clips out of context and making it seem like they all go together is a form of editing. So Kim did edit it. And on top of all of that, the line that Taylor Swift had approved was the line, I feel like Taylor might still owe me, or I feel like Taylor owes me sex, or something like that. I feel like Taylor Swift owes me sex. That was the line that she said, oh, okay. That was the line she heard. First of all, not me and Taylor myself sex. And she said that was okay. And she didn't want to promote it on her Twitter though, because Kanye West was out here begging Taylor Swift, Madame Taylor Swift, with her millions of followers, to tweet his song, promote his song, because she was mentioned in it. And because she has the clout, she has the influence, she has the reach that he does not have. She has the followers and the engagement and the clicks that he does not have. So he said, okay, I need Taylor to promote this for me because I can't do this myself, right? And then I assume that he gets mad, and that's why he calls her a bitch, which he never should have done in the first place. But anyway, so in the conversation, everything seems really nice. They're both really nice to each other. Taylor Swift is nice because she is a nice queen. And Kanye is an egomaniac, but he's nice. Although there's a part in the video where someone comes into Kanye's, like, whatever room he's in, his studio or wherever he is, and he's, like, really mean to them. Like, I don't know exactly when it was in the video, but oh my god, he was so mean to them. They, like, opened his door when he was talking to Taylor, and he gets all mad, and he starts yelling at them, and he, like, acts like a kid. You know when you're a teenager and your parents are, like, coming into your room or something, and you're just, like, upset and you don't want them in there? He's, like, doing, like, that whole routine where he's like, no, get out, don't touch anything, get out. It was really weird. It was very immature, very childish, a very big yikes for me, in my opinion. But anyway, I've known that Kanye West isn't a nice or a good person, so not surprising. But the overall point of the video is, here's what Taylor knew that he said in the song. She never heard the song. He did not play the song for her. He knew that she said, I feel like Taylor Swift owes me sex. That was the line she heard. And then he also said something about, I made her famous. I made her famous. Okay? I made her famous. Not I made that bitch famous. I made her famous. There's a big difference between I made her famous and I made that bitch famous, okay? And we all know that, especially if you're a woman, you know that. You know that there's a big difference between being called with a pronoun and being called that bitch. And not even like that bitch, like, oh, she's that bitch in a good way. That bitch in a negative way. By a man who has bullied you throughout his career. And then in the original statement by, I'm going to pull up the original statement by Taylor Swift's publicist about why Taylor Swift was upset. The original statement was, Taylor was never made aware of the actual lyric, I made that bitch famous. That's true. And that was like, when Taylor like discussed it, that was her biggest thing, is that she did not want to be called that bitch. She did not want to be called a bitch. And I completely agree with that, and I think that's perfectly okay, and that's a very valid reason to be upset, especially by someone who is in this phone call claiming to be your friend. Anyway, so we all know what happened following the video. Taylor Swift ran off social media, ran off the internet, ran off from the face of the world. Taylor Swift was crawling into suitcases. She was crawling into suitcases to get in and out of her apartment building to avoid the paparazzi because of the hate that she was receiving in the media. Article after article came out talking about Taylor Swift playing the victim, Taylor Swift being the victim, and how she used being the victim to make her career, just over and over again, talking about why Taylor Swift is a terrible person, like y'all know her personally. So the video clearly shows that Taylor Swift did not know exactly what Kanye was going to say. That's pretty well established, and I think she was justified in being upset with what he did eventually say. So after this video leaked, Miss Kim Kardashian decided to take to her Twitter and say that, like, I'm gonna pull up the tweets. So first she says that Taylor has chosen to reignite this old exchange. That's what she said. At Taylor Swift 13 has chosen to reignite an old exchange. Taylor Swift did not choose to reignite anything. The video leaked, and I have a conspiracy on how and why the video leaked, because it's Kanye's video, not Taylor's video. So we'll discuss that soon. And we know at least two people who have access to that video, Kim and Kanye. So, but we'll discuss that in a minute. So first, she says that it's very self-serving. Kim, are you kidding me? You have been promoting your Skims line, saying that if you buy something, then you'll give 20% to like a charity for Corona. Are you kidding me? That's self-serving. People are not buying Skims right now. People have nowhere to wear Skims. They're in their house. People aren't getting paychecks right now. And you say, buy this and I'll donate to like some Corona charity. Are you kidding me? So she says the only issue she ever has was that Taylor lied to her publicist and said that Kanye had not called to ask her permission. And that nobody ever denied that the word bitch was used without her permission. Well, that's what it was all about. It was never about whether or not there was a phone call. There was a phone call, and the phone call was to say, will you promote my song on Twitter? That was what the phone call was about. Because when it came down to it and you listen to that part of the conversation, he said, here's the line that I have. Will you promote my song on Twitter? That's what he said. That's what he wanted. He didn't even say, do you like this line? Like, he didn't say, like, I'm not going to release the song without your approval on this line. He didn't say that. He never said that. He said, I'm calling to let you know, and I'm calling for you to promote this. Like, that's what it was about. So he didn't call to ask for permission. Okay? So there's that. And actually, he ended up taking Taylor's advice, where she said that it sounds really misogynistic to say that I owe you sex, and instead say that me and Taylor might still have sex is, like, less misogynistic. Like, she pointed that out to him, and he ended up going with that, because if you listen to the song, that's what he says. And Taylor Swift's, like, statement literally says he called me bitch, and I didn't know he was gonna call me bitch, and that's what I'm upset about. That's what Taylor Swift's statement was. So again, Kim is just lying. She's just lying because she knows that she's wrong, and instead of apologizing, and she knows that she edited that video, she's known that for 4 years, and instead of just apologizing, she refuses. She has no manners. She was not raised correctly, apparently, which we all know who her mother is, so it's not surprising. Anyway, next, she says that the lie was never about the word bitch. It was always whether there was a call or not, the tone, or whether or not there was a call in the tone of the conversation. Okay, first of all, the tone of the conversation. Taylor Swift sounds incredibly uncomfortable during the phone call for most of it. She sounds really uncomfortable when he's talking about mentioning her in his song. She literally says in the phone call is that I'm glad it's not mean when she hears the line, I feel like Taylor Swift still owes me sex or something. She said, I'm glad it's not mean. I really thought that it was gonna be mean. I thought she literally said in that, she said, I thought you were gonna, like, say that bitch or something. Like, she uses the word bitch as a term for something mean. Like, she clearly thinks that the word bitch is mean, and she says it to him right then and there. And he clearly takes that and runs with it because, I mean, probably he got mad because she said, I'm not gonna promote it. Which she didn't even say I'm not gonna promote it. She said, I don't know, I need to think about it. But she never promoted it, so. And it was never about whether or not there was a conversation, because in the statement, it says there was a phone call. It says that they talked. Then Kim says that she never edited the footage. And that's another lie from Taylor's camp, from Taylor's team, when she did, because everyone sees it on Snapchat, and you can see that the Snapchat is different from the full video. That there are things in between. That's editing. It doesn't matter that you put different clips on Snapchat. You led people to believe that that was a sequence of events. You led people to believe that that was how it went. She's saying that the video that recently leaked doesn't change the narrative, except it does. It clearly does, based on the response from the Kanye West is over, Kim West is over party, whatever. She says, sorry to bore you all with this. I know you are all dealing with more serious and important matters. Yeah, people are dealing with more serious and important matters.
And there's people that are dying.
That's true. That's fair. Sorry to bore you with this. This is the last time I'm going to speak on it. Are you kidding me? You posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You posted 8 tweets on this in a thread that wasn't even a thread because you don't know how to make a thread, apparently. You live on social media. You make money and from social media. That's your career, and you don't know how to make a Twitter thread. Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. But yeah, you posted 8 tweets on this. But it's sorry to bore y'all. No one cares. Taylor Swift brought this up again. You know what Taylor Swift did? Taylor Swift posted 2 Instagram stories. One of which describes the situation is like, yeah, I was right, bitches. I was right, and I knew I was right, and now the world is catching up. And at the end of this very short little, I don't think you can see it, at the end of this very short little Instagram story that I will put right here, it says, swipe up to see what really matters. And then she tells y'all to donate to the World Health Organization and Feeding America, which she has been donating to. Which, for some reason, people on the Twitter replies, when people posted this story, they were like, why is she telling us to donate? She should be donating. She literally says it right there. Like, if you just read it, it says, these are organizations that I have been donating to. If you want to make a donation, go for it. Like, that's what she said. I don't know why people can't read. You're on Twitter, so a platform based off of tweets, which are made of words that you read. But when Taylor Swift has something that is positive towards her, all of a sudden y'all can't read. When something's going right for Miss Taylor, y'all can't read. Whatever. Okay, so here's the gist of it. Kanye West owes Taylor Swift an apology. Kim Kardashian owes Taylor Swift an apology. A lot of people who decided to just sheep along and follow the I hate Taylor Swift train for 4 years and until this day owe Taylor Swift an apology. Because you know what? And she shouldn't forgive anyone. No forgiveness. I mean, she probably will because she's an angel, but no forgiveness. Because people literally just hopped onto this I hate Taylor Swift train for absolutely no reason. There was no reason for this. Like, and to this day, there are people who hate on Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift's music and anything that Taylor Swift does, and you know why? Misogyny. Misogyny is why. Because people who hate on Taylor Swift's music do so because teenage girls like Taylor Swift's music, and teenage girls and what they like, it's not valued in our culture, and instead it's more hip and cool to make fun of teenage girls. Teenage girls, what they like is not respected at all. If you are liked by teenage girls, you are not taken seriously in the entertainment industry. And it's utter bullshit. It's misogyny. Misogyny is the only reason why that is what happens. Like, there's a reason that little girls go through an entire phase where they don't even like things that are girly. They don't like pink and they don't like dresses and skirts and they want to play sports. I went through that phase. I went through the phase where I was a tomboy, where I didn't like pink and I didn't wear skirts and I rolled around in the mud and whatever the hell else I did. I don't know, because I didn't play sports, that's for sure. And guess what? Guess why I went through that phase? Misogyny. Misogyny. Internalized misogyny was the reason why I went through that phase. There are a lot of men, especially men, who hate Taylor Swift, and women with internalized misogyny, who hate Taylor Swift because of misogyny. Then there are a lot of people who like Kanye West because he's a misogynist. But whatever. Misogyny is not the point of today's conversation. The point of today's conversation is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West apologized to Taylor Swift. That's the point. Finally, it's conspiracy time. Because here's the thing. Here is the thing. Listen. Who has access to that video? Taylor Swift doesn't have access to that video. Taylor Swift didn't break into their Calabasas home and say, let me go get that video and prove to y'all that I was telling the truth 4 years later. Like, Taylor Swift had nothing to do with this. You cannot convince me that Taylor Swift had anything to do with this because that's ludicrous. Kanye West makes those tapes. I'm pretty sure Kim was the one who was filming it at the time. He was filming that conversation, and Kim was the one who released that conversation previously. So out of all of the people in the world, who do you think had access to that? Oh wait, connect the dots, put it together. But Bianca, why would Kim Kardashian or Kanye West expose themselves? Why would they do that to themselves? Because they need relevance. Relevance! They need to remain relevant in the culture to remain making money. And this is mainly about Kim. Not so much Kanye. Kanye can make his Jesus music and remain somewhat relevant. But Kim needs to be on your social media feed. She needs to be in the paparazzi, in the magazines. She needs to be on TV. She needs to be seen to make money. She needs to cause controversy to make money. Why do you think every couple months, every couple weeks, Kim is showing up in cornrows? She's doing blackface on different magazine covers. Why is that? Oh, because she needs outrage. She needs a scandal. She needs people to come out of the woodworks and be like, what the heck is Kim Kardashian doing? Blah, blah, blah. She needs that. She can't live without it. She's not relevant without controversy and scandal. And that's why she keeps doing it. If she had an actual talent, if she had successful brands, she wouldn't need it. You notice how Kylie isn't even in as much controversy, and I don't like Kylie either. I don't like any of the Kardashians. But Kylie is never in as much controversy as Kim Kardashian because Kylie has a brand that is successful, so she doesn't need it as much. Kim's brand, you really think Kim's brands are successful? Either one, Skims or her KKW Beauty. Who uses KKW Beauty? Who buys that? My theory that is correct, my theory that I know is correct, is that Kim Kardashian leaked that video because she knew what it would do. that she knew that recently her cornrow pictures have not been getting as much outrage. She knew what leaking that video would do, so she leaked it. Kim Kardashian leaked that video. You cannot convince me otherwise. Guess what is coming out in a couple days, on Thursday, which depending on when I post this video, it will probably be Thursday. Guess what's coming out? Keeping Up with the Kardashians season 18. Season 18, and what's gonna get people to tune in? They want to hear Kim talk about this. They want to hear Kim talk about Taylor Swift. They want to hear the drama again. They want to rehash it. They want to know what else Kim is saying. That's the conspiracy theory, and it's true. I know it's true. I 110% know that this theory is true. Because who has access? Who has access to those tapes? And yeah, maybe someone got pissed off at Kim and Kanye and they said, let me release this. Someone who works for them, maybe someone who Kanye was yelling at in that video like a petulant child. Maybe. That could be what happened. And if so, good. Good. Because Taylor Swift deserved this. Taylor Swift deserved an apology. Taylor Swift gets hated on for absolutely no reason. And if this can be one less reason why Taylor Swift gets hate, then good. I'm glad. I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of the Taylor Swift slander. I'm so tired of the Taylor Swift hate for no reason. If you have a valid reason to hate Taylor Swift, please let me know in the comments and I will see if I can, like, you know, I'll see how I feel. I'll see what's up with that. Because maybe there are some valid reasons, maybe, to dislike Taylor Swift. But the level of hate that she got following what happened with Kim and Kanye was completely outrageous. It was completely outrageous. And I can talk about some certain things that Taylor Swift has done or things that she has not done. Her silence, that didn't sit right with me, necessarily. But for the most part, Taylor Swift is pretty unproblematic, and people want to make her problematic, and that's the thing. People want to hate Taylor Swift when really she's a sweetheart. She makes good music, and she pretty much stays in her lane. And yes, you can talk about white privilege and white feminism and this and that, but if you're gonna hate Taylor Swift for white privilege, hate every other mediocre white person out there, because there are a lot. Be consistent. Don't take that hate out only on Taylor Swift. Be consistent. And honestly, I don't think she's that mediocre. Her voice is mediocre. Her songwriting is not. Her songwriting is amazing. She writes beautiful songs, especially go listen to Red. If you don't believe me, go listen to her album, Red. That's a masterpiece. A masterpiece. One of her best albums. Okay. I think that's it. That's all I have to say. If y'all like these types of videos, I could totally get on my feminist soapbox and talk about a lot of these different issues that are really important to me. So yeah, if there's anyone out there watching this and you enjoy it, then give it a like, subscribe, let me know, and I can talk more about this kind of stuff. Okay, and that is it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you liked it. I really had a lot of fun filming it. And go stream Lover, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I hope that y'all are staying inside and staying safe, and I hope everyone is doing well. Bye, y'all.